Hi, Karen. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Hi. Yes, Miss Miranda, loud and clear. How are you? How has your day been so far?
Well, truthfully, it's been, quite hectic. I hope your day has been much better.
Yes, actually. Thanks for asking. Anyway, have you received the script I sent over? What do you think about it, Miss Miranda?
Yes, actually, that's why I asked to call with you today. I went over the script the past couple of days, and I believe it has, potential.
That's great. That's great. Our writers would be so glad to hear that. Obviously, everyone knows your name in the industry. Any writer, established or just starting, they would be
But,
so.
hold on. I'm sorry. I have to
No
burst your little
problem.
bubble. I think it has potential, but I also think it could use more work.
More work. Of course, of course. But you're open to working with us then. What do you have in mind for the film?
Well, essentially, I think it should be more grounded on the history of communication. We need to find a way to establish how communication is a revolution, both good and bad, and it has to be more grounded on experience.
So, you mean that we need to find people who have adept knowledge in the different mediums of communication?
Yes, exactly. But, there's.
But
Good day, good day.
I'm sorry, who are you? And why are you dressed like that, if I may ask?
Never mind who I am. Even your ancestors don't know me, but I know about a significant moment in time that will help you with whatever you're doing.
I'm sorry?
Miss Miranda, I think it's best if we maybe listen.
That's right. Now hear me. Let me tell you about Martin Luther and the amazing Gutenberg printing press. Gutenberg invented the printing press during the 15th century. During this time, only a few people have a chance to read books because only the monks and the priests were given this kind of opportunity. They would write these books using their own two hands. It would take them how many years to finish just one copy. But his invention changed everything. In 1415, he had an idea about the printing press. It took him 10 decades to finish this invention, but in 1415, the printing press was fully operational. The first thing that was ever printed in that machine was the German poem.
Sir, hold on. This is a lot of information.
Please, don't interrupt me. Anyway, he even printed his version of the Bible called the Gutenberg Bible. And he printed 180 copies. When it was released, books were now available to all people, and they started to gain more information that they read and share their new idea that they absorbed from the books with others. Some famous people wanted to print in his printing press, and this famous person is Martin Luther. He wanted to print his version of the Bible, which was translated to German, including the 95 Theses. He wanted to take a stand about the church's indulgence, which led to the Protestant Revolution, and people started to believe in what he was saying.
So, essentially,
Essentially, the Gutenberg Press has contributed a great deal in terms of pioneering mass communication.
so basically what you're telling me, what he's saying is that with the invention of the printing press, they were able to propagate further into the masses information and knowledge than by mere word of mouth. Is that what he's saying?
I think it's more than that, Miss Miranda. I think it contributed largely to the uprise of the people at the time, like the spread of information urged curiosity and debate, and it really influenced people to act certain ways. And Danielle,
Karen, where?
Hello, hello, how do you do?
and who might you be, Ma'am Elizabeth?
It doesn't matter, I have news for you.
All right, here we go again. Take it away.
Okay, sit back, relax, and enjoy the voice of the radio. Do you all know what the radio system is? Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. We do not have to read, but instead, we can just listen to it. How simple and comfortable to deliver the information. Oh my gosh, how wonderful is it? Well, the invention of the radio's communication is known as Marconi. Oh well, it's not macaroni, it's Marconi, okay? With various engineers, inventors, and operators together. Communication gets a boost as a voice transmitted wirelessly by radio. Nikola Tesla in particular first invented the wireless communication in 1894 before Marconi. Starting with the invention of wireless communication, radio broadcasting became possible after the development of the microphone that turned the sound into the electric signal. And after the invention of the three-polar vacuum tube called radio's father by Lee DeForest of the United States, which amplifies the transmit signals, a new mass communication which can happen through low cost and low electricity happened. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate them for making these new communication systems. But the most dramatic thing just happened. Like, voice from land and to the ocean. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect, it's so amazing. But then the biggest tragic and lucky thing happened in one issue, which the sink of Titanic happened. Well, yeah, 9 people died. But then I paid more attention to the radio system, which saved more than like 700 people and more. Yeah, it's so sad, but then I really appreciate the radio system.
That was interesting. If you think about it, radio seemingly is truly undying. It is an undying medium of communication.
Yeah, you really think so?
Yes! Think about it. News reporting, DJs, radio podcasts. They're all kept alive despite modern technology and television. People listen because they want to be informed and entertained wherever. Radio, especially in the past, has definitely brought people together around the world.
Miss Miranda, I think she just left as well.
Oh,
So, who's up next? Yes, it's me.
you who?
Oh, could you please just listen? Or shall I say, watch? Oh, I see. We're on to TV now, aren't we? The magic of television happened because of two men named David Sarnoff and Dr. Vladimir Swargan from RCA. In 1939, I saw the official publication of television with my own eyes. Finally! I didn't have to go to the cinema that much. Now I can find entertainment in the comfort of my own home. Ever since that moment, tremendous things have happened as I saw creations of content come to life. Oh, but then
Uh,
There was this one tragic event in 1941 when the war started. They banned television for 4 whole years because they wanted to regulate the source of information.
Wow. 4 whole years? That must have been
And so, thank
so.
heavens, for 1945. The war was ceased, television made a comeback, and it became a part of the peace agreement. Since then, television was thriving. It became one of the most effective advertising mediums in American business.
sorry, what year are you from? And is
Oh,
your television even in color?
yes, yes. See, I was able to see color in the year 1954 on New Year's Day. Like, oh my gosh, like looking at it in the television. It was such an astounding experience. A program in their actual color?
Uh, it really did, didn't it? I'm pretty sure. As this became available worldwide, television and its content opened up and defined a new dimension of the creative arts and media.
Oh, hello? Hello?
Ha-
Uh,
Hello?
hi? Did you
Hello?
just change your outfit? What?
Hello?
Wait, did you just.
Greetings from the Philippines in the 80s.
I see.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, you want to hear the story? Okay. Television became such a blessing for us here in the Philippines. After we suffered the trauma of World War II, we finally had something exciting for us to treat ourselves with. It's all thanks to a man named James Gutenberg, who saw what we needed and applied for a license to build and operate the first TV station in the country.
Yes, well, that is until the Marcus era.
Yeah, you're right. Everything was doing fine and well until the tragic day of September 21, 1972. Our President Marcos declared martial law and had the power to take over all media firms who were against him in his choices due to his quote unquote communist propaganda. ABS-CBN was shut down and was broadcasted instead as KBS by his crony Roberto Benedicto, which he pretty much used to replace all the channels that the president highly disliked. Oh, this was the worst time of Philippine television. Oh,
Well, in 1983, the media, including television, began to resist the Marcos administration when Benigno Aquino was assassinated and only released a 10-second footage of his procession.
I remember studying this actually. It was the sign of the people together with the media. They weren't backing down, and that caused Marcus's grip on television to finally slip. And thankfully, in '86, freedom and television came back to our country. ABS-CBN came back on air after being banned for around 14 years. And more channels started to grow as Philippine television was able to survive and strive harder and the difficult turn of events as it helped more people speak up and stand up for what was right. And of course, she just leaves. That's a lot to take in.
I think that speaks for itself.
All right. All right, who's next?
Oh, I know you. You're that director who made millions on this one film about communication as a revolution, right?
What? Wait, what?
Okay, never mind. I'll get straight to the point. The printing press, the radio, television, and cinema are all wonderful medium platforms. But I think the development of the computer and the internet must be the most immersive one yet. Computers are now everywhere and are connected with almost everything. Even one of my friends has the internet on her sunglasses. Using social media and gaming websites, I found myself meeting different people across the globe. Teleimmersion enables me to have friendly hangouts in a simulated world with the illusion that my friends and I are in the same physical space.
You're right. Virtual worlds like Second Life, it gives me a freedom to be anyone that I want to be with my avatar, since it diminishes social pressure and it provides anonymity to its users as well.
What's interesting is this is just the beginning of technological advancement. Other than the expansion of digital media in virtual lives, we have immensely improved our robot companions. Robots like Curio were meant to understand our emotional stress levels and cheer us up. Even some kids in Japan would rather have Curio to play around than their supposed BFFs. Thus, not only am I immersing myself with all kinds of people, but everyone's starting to find solace in machines like robots.
Well, hopefully we won't use these technological advances negatively, since especially now in this pandemic, physical and virtual reality are really beginning to blur.
Hello? Miss Miranda, I can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Did you get what I just said?
I actually didn't. I'm so sorry. Um,
Well, I
Wha-
said that hopefully we won't use these technological advances negatively, since especially now in this pandemic, physical and virtual reality are really beginning to blur, making body and language and real life connections a thing of the past.
Well, there's also a high chance robots are soon going to take over us. So I guess mainstream sci-fi movies aren't always fictional.
What?
Global interactivity now feels effortless. We are now entering a world where technology is placed as important as the air we breathe. It is up to the people today and future generations to control whether the outcome of this advancement will be good or bad.
Intense is what I have to say. There's so much in store for us.
I'm truly astonished.
Well, yeah, I know I asked for this, but that was quite a lot of information to take in. But it will definitely provide us with information to support and reinforce our film.
You know what? You're right. I completely agree. Um, Actually, what I understood from this interesting and, well, quite strange experience was that the revolution of communication, it definitely brought people around the globe seemingly closer to each other by providing pertinent information to the daily lives of individuals. But it is inevitable that these mediums may be utilized improperly and information disseminated may be interpreted differently.
Agreed. Agreed. Well, Karen, we've got a lot of work on our plate. Let's get to work, shall we? Where is that paper I need to sign?
Oh, that's so great. Okay, all right. I'll send it to you right now. Hold on. Let me just put the file in and send.